He announced that he's running for re-election on videotape. And the message was, well, I'll let you react. Here's a bit of it.
All around the country, MAGA extremists are lining up to take on those bedrock freedoms. Cutting Social Security that you paid for your entire life while cutting taxes for the very wealthy. Dictating what healthcare decisions women can make. Banning books and telling people who they can love. All while making it more difficult for you to be able to vote. When I ran for president 4 years ago, I said we're in a battle for the soul of America. And we still are.
I feel uplifted and optimistic about America. How about you?
Well, that really sounds like a man who says he wants to deliver national unity by labeling his opponents, people who disagree with him, as MAGA extremists. You know, Joe Biden said he wanted to run on a vision of national unity. If he was going to deliver it, it would have happened already. I think, by the way, the single most unifying, he had his chance. It was teed up for him. He had his chance to unify this country. You know how he could have done it? Is when Donald Trump was arrested and indicted by Alvin Bragg, a member of Joe Biden's political party. If Joe Biden had said what I said at that same time, as somebody who was also running against Trump, that this is a politicized prosecution, it's persecution, and even though you shouldn't elect Trump, you know what? This is wrong, and we should not arrest our political opponents. That was his moment for national unity. I don't think he cares about that. But here's the thing that's deeper, Megyn, and I think it's the joke and the farce in all of this that we may as well call out. Joe Biden's not really the one running for president. Let's just call that for what it is, right? He's over twice my age and then some, but it's not even the age thing. It's his cognitive deficits. They're not a bug. They're a feature for the managerial class who would rather have a hollowed out husk in the White House. They're almost needling the American people. They're almost needling the citizens of this country, laughing, saying, you know how much we rule you as the managerial class, the three-letter acronymous bureaucratic soup in Washington, D.C. We can put that guy up. Barely mentally competent, present even as a human being. That's who we can put up, and we're still going to run the show for you. That's what this really is. And so when I see myself running against Joe Biden in this race, I'm not running against Biden. I'm running against a puppet. It's like the Wizard of Oz, the front man for a managerial class that's behind it. That's really the heart of what's going on, and we might as well see that for what it is. And it's also why the DNC, by the way, doesn't want to have debates, because they want to make sure the front man for that managerial class isn't subjected to debate from the likes of RFK or Marianne Williamson or anybody else. And so I think it's worth seeing through the farce that somehow this is about Biden and his failure. He's just the stooge who's the front man at the end of it. Let's get to what's behind it. That's really what we're up against.
And they're going to allow it. I mean, they're going to allow it. They are saying that they're not going to be debates. So RFK Jr. is not going to get this shot to go after Biden. Never mind Marianne Williamson or whoever else might try to throw their hat in the ring. But meanwhile, this is what they're up against. NBC News poll released Sunday. Should Biden run again? 70% say no. Only 26% say yes. You look at the numbers. Okay, this is the Biden voters from 2020. Only 53% of them think that he should vote again, or run again. Only 53%. He barely has a majority of the people who voted for him last time who want him again. And amongst young people, 18 to 34-year-olds, 76% say do not run again. We've had enough of you. Among Democratic primary voters who say he should not run, the answers are he's too old, he's ineffective, there's a mental health problem, he's forgetful, he's not as sharp as he needs to be, we need someone younger. By the way, Trump did not do well in this poll either. But right now we're on Biden, and what you are saying is reflected in the polls of his own party. But he is running again. Dark Brandon is back. That's how he chose to make his announcement. And not only is he not going to debate Vivek, he's going back down to the basement. The fact that this is on tape and he didn't have the ability to stand in front of a camera live and say these comments, never mind actual people, and make his own re-announcement. That's it. As we get news reports, he's at a record low for press conferences and interactions with reporters, one-on-one interviews. He can't talk to anybody. I literally think he might be at the point where he cannot. It's not will not any longer. He cannot. And that we're really approaching a crisis point here.
I mean, the fact that this is a form of elder abuse, that's just a cost of doing business for the managerial class. Same reason they want John Fetterman in one of those U.S. Senate seats, right? I don't even blame these people at all. I feel bad for them. They're being used by a managerial bureaucracy that actually, this is how it works. And it's spitting in the face of their own base, by the way, right? This is the managerial class versus the everyday citizen. That's the struggle across the American and Western landscape today. It's even beyond America. It's definitely true even within the Democratic Party, as you pointed out. But Megyn, I think that if you look at those numbers and take them seriously, this is the opportunity of a generation for the conservative movement, for the Republican Party to rise to the occasion and actually deliver what Ronald Reagan did in 1980, a landslide election. He did it in 80 and 84 again, a landslide election that's the single most unifying thing that could bring this country together. So I'm running this campaign not even on Republicans versus Democrats. It's about whether you're pro-American. Do you believe in the ideals that set the country into motion? Free speech, open debate, rule of law, self-governance over aristocracy, merit. Who would have ever thought about that idea? Versus a culture that wishes to apologize for the existence of a nation founded on those ideals. View it that way. It's not 50-50 anymore. It's easily 80-20 in our favor. And I think half the 20 are young people younger than me who never learned those ideals in the first place. 1980 can be a small landslide compared to what 2024 can be if we in the conservative movement, in the Republican Party, actually step up and capture that opportunity. I'm in this race because I'm worried that's not the direction we're heading.
Going to bed at a decent hour did not always mean I got enough sleep. Often I was too hot or too cold or just not that comfortable. That changed with my Cozy Earth bedding, the softest, most luxurious, and responsibly sourced bedding on the planet. Cozy Earth bedding is naturally temperature regulating, so I sleep great in any weather. And I am not alone. Allison leaves this 5-star review. Love them. Softest, most comfortable sheets I've ever slept on. Cozy Earth bedding is made from 100% premium viscose from bamboo. Cozy Earth is so confident you will love their products, they offer a 100-night sleep trial, which means you have up to 100 nights to sleep on it, wash it, try it out. If you're not completely in love, just send it back in for a full refund. Whether it's their luxury sheets, their loungewear, their pajamas, or their new bath towel collection, you're going to love shopping at Cozy Earth. And now you can order their bedding in 5 awesome colors. Hurry, save 35% on Cozy Earth. Go to CozyEarth.com, enter my promo code Megyn, and save that 35%. CozyEarth.com, promo code MEGYN. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.